Gun Talk. Brought to you by Sig Sauer, Nighthawk Custom, and by Colt.
Jim Clark not only wins trophies with his shooting, but he produces some of the best competition pistols and rifles in the country. With a few specialized modifications, he can make a Ruger 1022 rifle a serious target gun.
We have people not only shooting Sportsman Team Challenge, but actually shooting bench rest competitions with semi-auto guns.
It might not be a full-blown target rifle, but with just a few simple steps, Jim Clark can make a factory barrel shoot better. All right, Jim, this is a standard 1022 rifle?
This is an out-of-the-box, brand new 1022 rifle.
Okay.
And what we've done, we went out and tested it at 50 yards. And
Well,
that's a pretty respectable group. You're talking less than an inch at 50 yards.
Okay, that's not bad. Most people would be real happy with that.
Exactly. Be fine for squirrel hunting, plinking, almost anything you want to do.
Okay.
Now what we've done is recrowned the barrel.
A crown being just you change
Just
in the shape on the muzzle,
very
right
muzzle
there.
end of the barrel and make sure they got a good clean crown on it.
Okay.
And we've shortened the back end of the chamber to where the bullet, there's no jump from the case to the rifling.
You really, that's all you did?
And that's all we've done.
So you came up
And
with this?
This is the results. Now this is the group after we've
Okay.
put a matched chamber in it.
Before, after. Now, if I'm looking at the after correctly, oh, forget that. That's half the size of a quarter.
That's correct.
And that's not with a custom barrel.
That's not with a custom barrel. That's with a factory barrel.
Wait a minute. Let's look at this. Yes. Okay. We can cover all those holes with a dime.
I can't guarantee the factory barrels, the accuracy on the factory barrels, but I've never seen one that didn't improve shortening the chamber.
A traditional description of a real shooter is to call it a tack driver. So we decided to find out. Hi, Jim. Was that one of your 1022s?
This is, Tom. In fact, I actually had to borrow this one from one of my kids, but it's a pretty good shooter, so I think it's zeroed good
Is this
enough
like
for
the
me.
cobbler's kids have no shoes?
Yes, the carpenter's house and the mechanic's car and so
That
forth.
same
Sure.
deal all the way around. I know that a lot of people who buy these guns don't use them for competition. They use them they want to shoot small groups. They want to have
Exactly.
kind of bragging rights out there.
Exactly.
We always talk about a tack driving rifle, right?
Funny you should say that. Let's see if this is actually a tack driving rifle. TV guys want to shoot tacks. I'll shoot tacks.
Jim put thumbtacks into a target, backed off, and showed his stuff. All right, we got some tacks down range. Gonna put you on the spot.
See if it's truly a tack driver.
Let's see if you really do build tack drivers.
3 for 3. I guess it is a tack shooter.
That is a tack driving rifle. Well, Jim, of course, you and I were both involved when the Sportsman Team Challenge got started 20 years ago now. But really, that particular game was responsible for the accurized 1022.
It was. In 1979, our retail sales manager, Randy Smith, brought me a rifle blank from Douglas and his 1022 rifle and said he wanted to make a heavy barrel 1022. And all I could think about in my mind was, why in the world would anybody want a heavy barrel 1022? We went ahead and did the job. Randy shot the gun for a while and he sold it. 10 years later, that particular gun winds up at the first Sportsman Team Challenge competition. We had done a few from 79 to the start of the Sportsman Team Challenge, but when the Sportsman Team Challenge came around, there was a definite need for accurate semi-auto rifles, and the 1022 fit the bill. And since then, we've probably averaged over 500 a year.
So Sportsman's Team Challenge are shooting targets like this at what distances?
These are 40, 60, 75, and 90 yards. And it's also a speed event. It's a timed event, so you can't fool around. You have to have a semi-automatic gun, not time to work the bolt actions.
Right.
Some of the targets are as small as 1.5 inch aperture at 90 yards. So there again, you had to have the speed and the accuracy.
And you can see the impact of the bullet, so you can adjust as you're shooting?
Absolutely. There's an aperture on the outside, so if you, not only can you see when you miss, the whole world can see when you miss. And of course, with these targets falling, you see a big flag when you do hit it.
Right. So it's a speed event, it's an accuracy event, and it's all shot standing up on your own leg.
On your hind legs.
On your hind legs. Top shooters develop solutions to problems, including this one unique to rimfires. But you got a trick here I've never seen before. What's this all about?
Well, this is the old bullseye shooters have always done this. Any of your target ammunition has a heavy lube on the bullet.
Right.
Well, by the time you shoot a couple hundred rounds, you've got all that lube gummed up in your action.
Sure.
So the easy trick is after you load a magazine, just put a drop of oil right on top of the bullet.
You're kidding me. On top of the bullet?
Sure.
Just on the, not on the whole cartridge case?
Well, you can. It won't hurt it.
Okay.
But this just keeps the lubrication off the bullet from gumming up the action. Load the gun, rack the slide, and here we go.
There you go, they're all down.